in your
Do you need more wrestling action in your life? Can't get enough and need more? Then check out Koi D's Purple Hippo channel on YouTube. Go now and see PCW for yourself. Well, wait till the show is over, then go check it out. Or get your phone out and take a screenshot. Press the buttons now, quickly. Watch PCW whenever you want on YouTube. Here's the link, go now. Or take a screenshot and witness PCW firsthand. See the brutal matches, witness the carnage in the ring. PCW is a certified BLW partner. Quickly take a screenshot before the commercial's over.
Like, does someone, like, owe you money or not paying you their cut of rent or a payment for, like, their car or something? Well, I, like, totally have a solution for that problem. Call 1-800-HKB Bank now, and I'll, like, totally get your stuff and or, like, money back. And I'll even send those, like, deadbeat thieves to the ER extra free of charge by breaking, like, their kneecaps. Like, this is totally a testimonial from a kid or somebody like who sold his bike or something. I don't remember, but yeah, take his word for it.
Yeah, so I sold my bike to this guy for $50 and he ripped me off and only gave me 25 and said he'd give me the other 25 later. So I called Miss Harmony after a day or two and she tracked him down and got me $75 back and she whooped his ass and took pictures and he went to the emergency room.
Alright, I'm kind of ashamed of what I did now. I see the error of my ways. I tried to rip this kid off for his bike because I was late for work. Then Miss Harmony showed up and she stomped my ass into the ground. And she made me give her $200. She gave the kid $75 and I guess she kept the rest. And she's making me make this video where she said she would break my fingers too. Is that good, Miss Harmony? Is that good? Please don't break my fingers. I'll totally do anything you say. Here, was that good? I'll re-record this if you...
So, like, call now. I totally get results and stuff. That's 1-800-HKB Bank. That's 1-800-HKB Bank. Call now, and I'll break their kneecaps for free.
One.
Like, this is only limited to the U.S. unless you, like, pay for my travel expenses. But, this is totally not a real phone number, and if you want to call it, that's on you. Toodles!
Welcome here to this Banks Regime Wrestling, you beautiful MF co-conspirators here. I am Mr. Richard Long, and I love you all. Now, we have here is a sausage party sword fight extended edition here. We're gonna have an extra long show here for you here. Got a lot of these here matches to get through here. We just heard from Miss Harmony Banks here. Now I have to fight Mr. Landshark and I'm terrified of that man. He gonna excuse me here. I'm afraid he's gonna eat me. I've seen the shark movies here. I've seen Sharknado. I've seen all the Sharknados. I've seen everything here. But Mr. Robin is making his way here into the ring here. And now here we have Mr. Malice coming, I believe. Yes, sir. Mr. Malice here. Now, we have some of the very best pyrotechnic specialists in the world here. And I am afraid that man is gonna drop that lantern and accidentally set something off he shouldn't. So we're gonna have to have a talk with him here about that, carrying that lantern like that, the way he is here. You could just feel the flames from Mr. Malice here, making his second match here. Second time we've seen him. Second match he's ever been in here. Or in general, to my understanding. I have not seen Mr. Malice appear anywhere else yet. That's right, Mr. Malice. You firmly grasp that so you don't break that and set a fire here. Now, last week we all saw Connie. Connie didn't listen to the rules here, and she poured 40 pounds of that perfume on her. 40 gallons, I should say. Get my units of measurement correct here. Liquid is gallons, not pounds here. However, here, Mr. Banks said that carpet smelled so bad and no one was respecting his rules, he done ripped all that shit on out. Now, you may be noticing here, Mr. Showman isn't with me tonight. Now, Mr. Showman was yelling and screaming and hollering at Connor so much when they was ripping that carpet out, he done lost his voice. Can you believe that? Showman done lost his voice here. So, I will be joined by Miss Harmony at the halfway point at the show here. She's enjoying her time off for a while and she has to come commentate for me when I am fighting Mr. Landshark after this here match here. Mr. Malice enjoying his time here in the ring here. Alright, Peterson. Get your ass in there and ring that there bell here. Peterson rings the bell here. Malice goes for a punch to Mr. Robin here, but quickly is... Well, I spoke too soon. Mr. Malice is mounting him like a bull and whacking him upside his head and kicking him in the shin now. Now we going for some sort of headlock maneuver there. Mr. Robin is like, you were not going to make me be defeated so easily, Housesaw. Goes for a gut kick there, grabbing him by his horns and smashing his own face mask into the side of his head there. Robin countering though, punching him in the back on that armor. Flinging him over there for a drop kick there. Mr. Malice, however, rolls out and rolls back in. Tried to trick him. However, it doesn't quite work as Mr. Robin picks him up by his glutes, giving him an atomic wedgie there and slamming him into the ground there. Then going for a shin slam now. Mr. Malice appears to be in trouble. However, I don't think he is that concerned now, as you could clearly see. However, he's missing his kicks and letting that little slippery Robin outmaneuver him. Now, when you wear a bunch of armor like that, which is his choice, he chose to do that, you gotta think here that that armor could slow you down your movements here. It might protect you, but it also slow down your movement. So, Mr. Robin, though, chooses not to wear too much stuff when he comes in. I mean, he's clothed, obviously, here. However, he got the agility here, whereas Mr. Malice doesn't appear too agile to me here. Going for a submission move, but he only gets a 2 count there. However, Mr. Malice seems like he is trying to gain the offensive here. Where are you going, Mr. Malice? Lord have mercy. It was the first match. Mr. Malice is taking a break out by the fans here. Mr. Robin coming over there, though, and grabbing him and hitting him upside his head there. Now the action's going outside the ring here by these here fans here. Robin hitting Mr. Malice with them punches and going for slam his head upside something from the look of it here. However, it appears he hesitates and Mr. Malice recuperates with the offensive capabilities here. It looks like Mr. Robin, oh, maybe not so much here. So Robin slamming Mr. Malice's head on the concrete there. Helmet or not, that's gotta hurt. Mr. Robin powerbombs Mr. Malice. Peterson going for the cover, but will he get there in time? Ladies and gentlemen, our winner is Mr. Robin here. Mr. Robin clearly just dominated Mr. Malice. I don't know if it was because he had all that armor on and just was slowed down or something here. Mr. Malice tried to get a hold of him, but I think that was the problem here, is Mr. Malice was just too slow in all that armor there. Now, Robin here, he's a little quick shit, as you could see, and he is just able to outmaneuver him. Now, I talked to the person that fought Mr. Malice, and he said he hits like a Mack truck, so I am assuming Mr. Robin here just defeated him with pure speed here, which is a totally different style of fighting that Mr. Malice is probably used to, but I'm sure he will regroup. However, Mr. Malice, sir, you have been eliminated here from this here tournament. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long here, and we will be back after these here messages. I'll see you in the ring here.
Like, Rob, why do I have to be here? Can we teach Richard how to wrestle and commentate at the same time? Like, does he not know how to multitask? It isn't hard. Such a gaudy entrance, Richard. And let me tell you how disgusting your desk is. Your flask is so rusty that I think I might have tetanus just by looking at it. Like, I don't even want to touch this. And what's this paper? Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition? Like, what kind of sicko name is that? There is no way I'm repeating that. Like, Richard, you need to learn some lessons on how to keep a clean desk. And you know what? Servants, I know some of you are back there. Come up and clean this desk for me, because I ain't touching anything. Come on, Richard, we don't have all day. You got an ugly hat that no one wants to see. I don't even know why you chose that. You know, I shouldn't even be here. I should be in the back, lounging about because it's my day off. Or, even if I'm working, I only appear in the ring, nowhere else. But here I am, stuck here. Because you can't do two things at once. Oh, let me tell you, this sucks. Stupid fans. They smell so bad, and here I am, at your desk, smelling all that nastiness. And here comes Landshark. Landshark, I hope you go down there and kick his ass. You know what? In fact, oh, never mind, I'm not even gonna waste my breath on that one. You know what? Maybe I will. You should put your foot so far up Richard's ass that Ralph has to take both his hands and pull it out. Like, my goodness. I should be in front of this camera. Like, not like anybody can do a better job than me. I know all of you pervs fan over me. I know that's not a lie. Kind of disgusting and creepy, but I can't help I'm beautiful. And is somebody under the ring blowing bubbles? I mean, that can't be sanitary. I mean, why would you have bubbles come up from under the ring? Somebody hiding under there? Somebody must be under there. We'll have to look later. I'm not doing it. Who knows what creepy perv is lurking there? Come on, dude. Any day. Let's get with this match so that Peterson can count 1, 2, 3 and take out Richard of this tournament. He shouldn't even be here, but Rob had to stick his nose where he shouldn't stick his business, or whatever. It's so hot over here. I can't even talk right. Oh, Richard, that hair has to go. I don't know what Connie did, but that has to go. I see my brother changed off the carpet because you guys kept on bleeding all over it. All smart on his part. All that money wasted for carpet cleanings when we can just easily polish the floor off. Hey, can somebody bring me my latte? It's kind of boring over here and I'm kind of thirsty. Like, come on, Land Shark, do your thing. I know you can beat this little dwarf. Don't let him do that to you. You know, if I was there, I would be breaking kneecaps. Speaking of breaking kneecaps, call 1-800-HKB-BANK. That's right, it's 1-800-HKB-BANK. And I'll break kneecaps for free and get your money back if you've been robbed. Or cheated out of something that belongs to you, or whatever. And here's Richard out on the floor, beating up Land Shark. Well, at least Land Shark reversed that. Really? Are you gonna take that, Land Shark? Are you gonna let this little dude beat you? You better kick his ass. I didn't want him in the tournament in the first place. That's right, shove his head in that desk. In fact, take the desk apart and put him through it. There you go, Land Shark. Carry him over and drop him on that apron. Now you're doing a good job. Now let's put him away and let's finish it. Come on. Oh no. Land Shark, is this little guy carrying you like that? And he just slammed you on the floor like you were nothing. Why? Yeah, I swear, if Richard wins, I'm gonna be so pissed. You better not tap. You better not. Don't do it. Don't even think about it. Don't. You better break out. You're good. Good job. Good call, ref. Making him break out of it. 1, 2. That was a good kick out, Land Shark. Good job. This totally sucks. Richard, did you just throw that huge dude back into the ring? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Come on, Land Shark. It's not that hard. He's an old man. I mean, the most thing I have to worry about is insurance claims, because we don't provide insurance for you. It's all self-provided. And Richard kicks you in the midsection. A shame. And you're just gonna let him beat on you like that? He's a dwarf. He's not that tall. You better put him away with that slam. I better see the 1, 2, 3 next, Land Shark. Or kick him. Beat him up. Just make sure you put him away. Ooh, that's a nice slam, Land Shark. Nice stomp, too. That's right. Make him tap. Oh, you weren't going to go for submission. Whatever. 1. Damn it. You let that little dwarf kick out. Good job, Land Shark. I thought I could trust you and take care of this little dweeb. But no, you just let him flip you over. Ref, he totally has a bet. You better call that. You better not let him use it. Ow, and Richard did. Wow, Land Shark. Ugh. I don't know what to tell you. And ref, are you just gonna let him get away with it? Where's the disqualification? Because I know you would disqualify me in a heartbeat. Because you're so biased and everything. Oh, thank goodness, Land Shark, you won. You took him out of the tournament, so I don't have to worry about him. Now, you just gotta keep on advancing. Maybe I'll root for you. I don't know. I mean, I got a lot of money I'm riding on each and every one of you, so I guess it doesn't matter who wins. I'll just break out even anyway at the end. But we have our winner, Land Shark. And as for you, Richard, I'm gonna see you later. Because I have the next couple of executive orders to make, and they're not gonna be pretty. And yes, some of you are gonna be jealous or kind of hate me. But whatever, it is what it is. Toodles, I'm getting out of here. Bye.
Alright, Magic. this helium char and the perpetrator, all starting at $49.99. Pick any two and you'll save 10 cents. Available in a variety of colors. So I ask you now, worms, what are you waiting for? Pick your weapon and unleash some mayhem.
Welcome, welcome, you beautiful MF and co-conspirators here. Welcome to our Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition here. Mr. Embalmer here, rising from his crypt here. Walking down to this here ring through all them smokes and pyrotechnics he got going here. And his opponent here, Mr. John Ewan here, this is going to be a good one here. Mr. Embalmer defeated Mr. Ralph the Wreckham Wrecker, which was surprising, I thought, because Mr. Ralph is a ginormous man, if indeed here, with them big old fingers of his. Can't you all imagine Mr. Showman in Mr. Ralph's office? When he walked through the door, how terrified he must have been. I bet that was funny. Mr. Embalmer escaped a similar fate by defeating Mr. Ralph. And he is in this here universal bracket here. Mr. Ewan also defeated Mr. Yoikana last time we saw him here. Mr. Ewan making his way out here. Mr. Ewan making his way down the ramp here. Sorry folks, I need my tap water. It's awful hot behind this here table here. Mr. Ewan making his way to the ring here. The fans are jumping and screaming and hollering. Look at that little guy there pointing at him now. Look how excited he is. Lord have mercy here. Mr. Ewan making his way to the ring, to his pyrotechnics, greeting his fans here. Mr. Ewan doesn't need no introductions. The man's a legend here. I've seen him and Mr. Embalmer many fights here, so this should be interesting. Peterson rings the bell and greenlights this. Mr. Ewan goes for a drop kick, but he misses here. However, he gets the upper hand here on Mr. Embalmer. However, Mr. Embalmer quickly flips it around on him, but Mr. Ewan starts kneeing him upside his head there. Mr. Embalmer pulls off some sort of impressive flip kick there and somehow catches the head of Mr. Ewan and pushes him up in the corner there. Peterson might have to break this up. Yeah, that's what I thought here. Break it up, Peterson, so they can... Embalmer goes for a very aggressive drop kick, and however he botches it. Now Mr. Ewan's going to capitalize, and oh my so! Lands his glutes right on the back of his head there. However, Embalmer capitalizes on him going in and out of the ring and starts hitting him. Embalmer going for some hits there. However, Mr. Ewan regains control for the moment here. Now, Embalmer got back up here. Seems like he got the offensive here and starts just pounding on Mr. Ewan's head there. Mr. John tries to overpower Mr. Embalmer, but Mr. Embalmer kicks him over the side there, and Embalmer's saving second thoughts about going over there. Embalmer starting to beat the hell out of him in front of them little children's there. However, Mr. Ewan gets out of it, because he took too long, whatever he was trying to do there. Mr. Ewan and Mr. Embalmer taking it out to the crowd here. Embalmer pounds him back there. with a nasty left hook there. Mr. Ewan counters it. Mr. and Balmer hitting, they're just beating the shit out of each other. Look at this here action here. And Balmer just beating the snot out of Mr. Ewan. Headbutts and hitting him upside his head there. Where are they going to go here? Mr. Balmer wants to keep it out here in front of these here fans here. All kinds of punching and kicking now. Balmer backs up here, but Mr. Balmer seems to want to keep this into more of a street fight here. Mr. Ewan's hesitating here as he's been getting hit. However, he looks like maybe now he might have the upper hand here if he dodges them punches. Mr. Ewan fires back with a couple punches of his own and a couple knees there. And Balmer hitting Mr. Ewan and headbutting him. These fans is definitely getting their money's worth, especially that little boy right there watching him, Mr. Balmer. I just hope he can't smell Mr. Balmer. That boy stinks here. And Balmer get thrown by Mr. Ewan back by the golden steps of our ring, which I see magically back here. And Balmer thrown back in the ring here by Mr. Ewan here. Peterson gets in place here. Is this going to be it here? Mr. Ewan picks Mr. Balmer up and spins him around. What a classic move that is. I love that move. Look at him spinning. I bet he's having a good old time there. Did you enjoy your ride, Mr. Balmer? Because I think you did there. And Balmer, all dazed and confused from his little spinny ride he got from Mr. Ewan, getting kicked. However, Mr. Balmer maybe counted it. Maybe not so much here. Ewan goes to the top rope for a double axe handle upside his head there. Now, Balmer might be looking like he's in trouble, but I think he's still got some fight in him here. Both these here men are very capable of putting each other down here at any time when they so choose. However, Balmer regaining the upper hand here, grabbing Mr. Ewan here, slamming him upside his head there, rolling him up there. What are you doing, Mr. Balmer? Slamming Mr. Ewan on his back there, right in the middle of our ring, and showboating when he should be going to finish this man off here. Mr. Ewan is no pushover here. Now, you hesitated and you got elbowed in the face, Mr. Balmer. You need to pay attention and commit to your plans when you're going to do them here. Of Balmer quickly overpowering Mr. Ewan, throwing him in the corner there. And Balmer slowly making his way over cautiously, clotheslining him, making sure he sticks it this time and choking him on the ground there. Very disrespectfully, if I do say so myself. Shit. And Balmer sizing Mr. Ewan up for one of his maneuvers there. And he gets him there, going for the cover. Will this be enough to finish Mr. Ewan off here? Oh my soul, Mr. Balmer somehow manages to pull it off here. I thought he was in trouble here. However, I think he got a lot of them punches in on Mr. Ewan when they was outside of the ring here. And it just tired Mr. Ewan out, which was a clever strategy on Mr. Balmer's part, taking this fight outside where Mr. Ewan couldn't perform all of the maneuvers of his, and it just turned into a straight out street fight there. And at the end of the day, Mr. Balmer was able to overpower Mr. Ewan here and claim victory here. Now, Mr. Ewan, that was a magnificent performance on your behalf here, but Mr. Balmer, you are victorious, sir, and you will continue down the path here to our Universal Championship here. Look at the evil in that man's eyes there. I am Mr. Richard Long here. I will be back after these here messages here. Welcome, welcome, you beautiful MF co-conspirators. I love you all. Welcome here. We got Mr. Yoey Kana versus Mr. Koi D for a dumpster elimination falls count anywhere match on this here Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition here. Mr. Kana coming down here, look to reclaim some of his honor here. Fighting Mr. Ewan last time we saw him, and we just saw Mr. Ewan get defeated here. Mr. Yoey's looking to at least claim the Dumpster King so he can be #1 contender here. However, if he loses to Mr. Koi D, he'll be eliminated, and vice versa here. Mr. Koi D is also looking for that Dumpster King title so he can be in a position to get that Universal title at second pay-per-view, I believe it will be here. Mr. Kana showing the fans he's here for business here. Shaking his head at him, yeah, you tell him, Mr. Kana. I'm sure Mr. Showman is watching this match here to see how his friend Mr. Kana performs here. Ripping our show music here, Mr. Koi D coming on out here. Now I like your flames better, Mr. Koi D here. Your fire's just digital and it doesn't get all hot in here when I look at that. Now when Mr. Kana and Malice and everyone else come out with all that fire, it gets mighty hot over here because our HVAC system is under what's the word, maintenance here, and we just don't got no cooling up in here. Mr. Koi making his way down here. The fans cheering for Mr. Koi, they seem to like him too here. Mr. Koi climbing the rope here. Now that man is naturally angry looking. I don't know what happened to him or where he comes from or nothing. I like him. He's pretty cool. I hung out with him once in the lunchroom and we was laughing about some shit. But that man just naturally looks that angry and menacingly when he walks around all the time. But he is not as bad as he appears. Alright, Peterson, ring this here bell and let's see who's going to win this here match here. Peterson rings the bell here. Yoey grabbing Mr. Koi like a baby and flinging at him like one of them pool noodles that you have a pool party with into the mat there. However, Mr. Koi flips it around, but Mr. Yoey's too fast for him and catches it, swinging him around by his arm there. However, Mr. Koi's like, I could do that shit too all day here. However, Yoey's like, so can I. Alright, boys, we have ourselves a arm spinning contest. How about we have a wrestling match here? We both see you could clearly do the same thing over and over again. Let's try something else here. Apparently, they just want to have an arm spinning contest to see who's going to win this here wrestling match. I thought this was a wrestling match, not an arm spinning contest here. Mr. Yoey apparently won the arm spinning contest there, and he's all getting ready for a knee there. However, you ain't gonna beat Mr. Koi D that easily, sir. Mr. Yoey trying for a kick. Mr. Koi, though, returns it by catching it and introducing him to his left knee to the right side of his face there. However, he took too long trying to drag Mr. Yoey over. Mr. Yoey's like, I don't think so. And Koi's like, I insist, sir. And Mr. Kana's like, that's quite alright, sir. Koi kneeing Mr. Yoey to his face again now. I have no idea. What did you just do to yourself, Mr. Koi? Did you just throw yourself with the power of telekinesis there? Mr. Yoey going for some sort of maneuver there. I am so confused as to what just transpired. Why did Mr. Koi just injure himself? Yoi grabbing him, picking him up and flinging him across the ring now. Koi throwing him. Yoi gets out the way here. Yoi about to get dropped on his head there. Mr. Koi going outside the ring here, looking like he wants to take it outside. Mr. Yoi following him in suit here. Mr. Yoi starts punching him upside the side of his head, but Mr. Koi counters it. However, Mr. Yoi gains control and just starts pounding on his head, beating that man now. Kneeing him upside the chest there. Another vicious punch there by Mr. Yoi, and then hitting him in the back of the head. Where are we going here? Oh, Lord have mercy. Where are you taking him, Mr. Kana? Mr. Koi hitting him now. However, Mr. Yoi overpowers him and just punches him, but Koi counters it. Both these gentlemen here are equally tough here. Koi knocking him halfway across the fans there. Whoever bought tickets in that side of the ring there, so as you bought yourself some good tickets here, Koi taking it back outside here, making this a street fight here, hitting Mr. Koi with them uppercuts there. Mr. Kana just overpowering him. However, Koi decides to slam him upside that container of some sort there. Now, you notice there's some weaponry there that was left in case something like this happened. Now, Mr. Koi just dropped his head on Mr. Yoi's head there on the concrete. Mr. Koi climbs off that container and stomps on Mr. Yoi's glutes there. Both the left and the right cheeks of the buttocks there. Now, Mr. Yoi here, he is in trouble if he doesn't get up here. Mr. Koi is just taking him apart piece by piece here. Mr. Yoi gets slammed upside that container there. However, he misses the drop kick here. Mr. Yoi tries to gain control here, but Mr. Koi changing his strategy and not engaging him in a direct street fight here. Mr. Koi gets him and whacks him down now. Yoi, however, is in trouble here. Yoi getting back up first and overpowering Mr. Koi with them punches here. Yoi taking Mr. Koi over there. However, Yoi getting out of it with them elbow strikes there. Mr. Koi retaliates and slams Mr. Yoi on the concrete again here. Yoi's in trouble now. I don't know if Yoi, I've never known Yoi to be one to tap out here. Now, Mr. Kana's up first. However, Mr. Koi tries to go for him, but he's quickly overpowered here. However, he flips it around on Yoi and slams Mr. Kana's head into that concrete and picks up a kendo stick and beats him upside the back of his head with it. Yoi's in trouble here. Mr. Koi going for the cover here. However, Mr. Kana quickly kicks out of it here. You gotta wonder how much more punishment this here fella can take here before he decides enough is enough here. Mr. Koi got him in some sort of submission move here. Mr. Yoi, however, kicks out of it again here. Mr. Koi, Yoi tries, gets back up, but Mr. Koi's showing him he isn't such a pushover here. Mr. Kana elbows him here. Yoi seems like he might be in control here. However, he whacks Yoi upside the side of his head there. and slams him back in that there container here. However, Yowie gets a quick elbow win there, but he wasn't quite fast enough to get around that there clothesline. And Mr. Koi just stomping all over his head there, climbing back up top of that container and slamming him there. Mr. Connor's in trouble here in that third time he's in that submission move, but I've never known Mr. Yowie to tap out. Mr. Yowie get out of that one more time here, but one has to wonder how much more punishment can this man take? Mr. Yowie catches his kick here, and oh my soul, Mr. Yowie getting his head just beaten to that concrete. Yowie's in trouble here. I don't know if he could withstand another move like that. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Peterson going for the count here. Mr. Koi is victorious here. I have to say, though, there was a hell of a fight by both men here. Mr. Yowie, so unfortunately, you are eliminated from the dumpster division here, but I will give you credit where credit is due. So that was a hell of a fight. You had to be knocked the F out here. Excuse my French here. You did not tap out here. And Mr. Koi, you will continue your path down the Dumpster King here. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long here. And we shall return after these here messages here.
Oh my goodness. Hi. I'm Abigail, the best mom in the world. Check out my newest creation, the Cuttlefish Gummies. Sweet on the outside, sour on the inside. They come in cherry, strawberry, blue raspberry, lime, and orange flavors. All modeled after my precious baby cuttlefish. Go on, take them. Only $5.99. Buy two, get one free. If you're lucky, you'll get one signed by yours truly. Buy now, please.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition here. Now, Mr. Banks, the owner here, making his way out here. You have to wonder, though, if Mr. Banks is alright to fight here. He took a sledgehammer to the knee last time we saw him in the ring here. And he's up against an opponent that likes to use sharpshooters here, Mr. Bullet here. Mr. Banks clearly stated last week he was slightly injured here, so will that come back to haunt him later? However, Mr. Banks is no coward. He wants the Universal title just as much as everyone else here does, so he's making his way out to the ring here. He looks pissed. Mr. Banks is always pissed about something. Probably smelling these here fans, which is why he drops those there coupons so they could buy the shampoo he's selling for a little bit cheaper here. Now, Mr. Banks and Mr. Bullet have a history. They used to hate each other. However, they became friends after beating on each other after a while. And they're friends now. But in this here tournament, it is every man for himself. Friendships will be tested here, and we shall see here as Mr. Bullet makes his way out here to face his friend Mr. Banks here. Alright, here comes Mr. Bullet here. Our late surprise entry into this here production here. Bullet making his way out with his new outfit here. Look at all that pyrotechnics Mr. Banks got him looking mighty fine there. Coming out with his best friend, his Mr. Baseball bat there. Bullet slowly making his way down the ramp here as these fans get all excited here. Now, Mr. Bullet's pointing at Mr. Banks with that baseball bat, and he's letting him know, friends or not, I'm coming for your ass for that title, sir. We shall see here which one of these two men will continue on their quest here to go for the Universal title and who will be eliminated, because only one man's walking out of here going for that Universal title here. Banks is looking a little nervous, and Bullet's a little nervous because they both know they both know who each other is. Bullet going for a frog splash there and botches it. However, Mr. Banks gets quickly flipped around on him, but Mr. Banks gets up and quickly goes for a maneuver and a pin here, trying to end it quickly, which might be smart for him considering if his knee is injured here. However, Bullet flips around and gets a DDT on him here. Rob rolls out the ring here. Probably the smart thing to do. However, Bullet goes to try to get his head but misses there. Rob cautiously approaches Mr. Bullet here. However, it kind of backfires. You got to commit to what you're doing here. Mr. Banks here slamming Mr. Bullet upside his head, but Mr. Bullet overpowers him. However, both men seem to be cautious of each other here, as they should be, because both of these gentlemen are deadly as hell. Mr. Banks getting him in the ring here again. Bullet going for a flying Hurricane Rana there, lands it. Mr. Banks all dazed and shit here. Bullet slams Mr. Banks back, trying to go for a quick pin. However, kicking him, Mr. Banks upside his head there. But Mr. Banks reverses it there. Gets Mr. Bullet in some sort of maneuver, but Bullet counters it. However, Banks swoops around there. Both these men are missing their punches here quite a bit. However, Mr. Banks, you just got dropped on top of your head, sir. Bullet in control here at the moment, going for another curb stomp maneuver here. Bullet goes for a cover here. Mr. Banks, however, kicks out of it here. To Bullet's disbelief, you gotta wonder how many headshots a man or woman can take here in this here sport. Mr. Banks gets up and tries to regain the offensive capabilities here. However, he's going outside the ring here, which might be a better strategy. Mr. Banks going over by the crowd there. Bullet following him. Mr. Bullet, however, punching him upside his head there. Bullet grabbing Mr. Banks and dragging him over to the side there. Mr. Banks, however, hitting him there. Now Mr. Banks trying to regain control here. And he just wailing on Mr. Bullet with that punches. But Mr. Bullet throws a quick kick in there. But Mr. Bullet gets hit with the knee himself. Banks goes for a punch here. However, Mr. Bullet counters it here. Mr. Banks got him again here. He's dragging him over to the dumpsters. Oh my soul. Now, I know Mr. Banks likes his dumpsters here. But he may want to be careful because Bullet might end up stuffing him in one if they keep going that way there. However, Mr. Banks is onslaughting Mr. Bullet with all them horrific punches there. Bullet might be in trouble now here. However, he gets out of it here. Bullet returning the favor, hitting Mr. Banks upside his head now, seeing how he likes it. But Mr. Banks countering here and punching him back in front of these here fans here. Mr. Banks slams him into the side railing there. Bullet goes for an elbow, but Mr. Banks quickly gets out of the way as Mr. Banks continuously punishes him. However, Bullet counters it here. However, Mr. Banks gets the upper hand again here. Mr. Banks knocking Bullet upside his head brutally here. Kneeing him and punching him upside his head and gut there. Oh, Lord have mercy, Mr. Banks. Come on, Mr. Bullet, your friend. Don't take him to the dumpsters. You better fight as hard as you can, Mr. Bullet. They staring each other down now, but Mr. Banks counters him. Oh, my soul, there's the dumpster. Mr. Banks is trying to beat him over to the dumpster there. The Bullet's kind of fighting back here. Rob, however, gets the upper hand and punches Mr. Bullet again repeatedly. Oh, my soul, I think we're going to see a dumpster stuffing. Mr. Bullet gets slammed on the concrete there. Mr. Peterson is nowhere in sight here, however. Mr. Bullet flinging Mr. Banks over there. Oh, my soul. Is Mr. Banks going to get stuffed in the dumpster here? Oh, Bullet going for that leg there. Mr. Banks might be in trouble here. Mr. Peterson, where are you at, sir? Mr. Banks is in trouble with that knee here by that, and he's by the dumpster too, so Bullet could just stuff him in it if he taps out here. Oh my soul! Mr. Bullet, sir, you are victorious here. Mr. Banks, you better hope Mr. Bullet doesn't take advantage of you and stuff you in that dumpster there. Apparently he decided to just go back to the ring here. Well, Mr. Banks, you put up a hell of a fight, but I think you should have got your knee looked at a little bit better here. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long, and we shall return after these here messages here. Now, Mr. Bullet will continue to go on as the last man standing from the original Banks regime here for the Universal title. Mr. Banks, however, you better get your knee looked at, sir, because you normally don't tap out, sir, and I have to say, you tap pretty quick there, so your knee might not be as good as you think it is. We shall be back here.
Get the hottest magazine around. Get all the latest updates and rumors, plus exclusive posters, exclusive interviews. Go now and read issue 2. Hear all the latest rumors. Get all the predictions from our top psychics. Call 1-800-BRW-MEGA. That's 1-800-BRW-MEGA. Kids must first brush their teeth and get their parents' permission before calling. Rumors such as the Nacho Man Andy Cabbage caught double dipping his chips. It's the crime of the century. Captain Porky also heard to be rumored to be signing. Plus, articles such as Victoria Gardner, the rising star. Learn how to make better toast with Toastina. Also, who is the rat leaking BRW Magazine all these secrets? No one is safe from BRW Magazine. No one! And the biggest scandal of all, the boss himself, Mr. Rob Banks, tricked, apparently by Robin the Mischievous, into modeling BRW Speedos for Rosa and for our amusement. Look at him. Have you ever seen him smile like that? It has the logo on it and everything. Got you, boss man. You can't fire me. Also remember you paid me to find you scandals. That's what I do. I go and find scandals. Now, call now before Mr. Banks and Harmony find out. That's 1-800-BRW-MEGA. Call now quickly before this ad is pulled. This is not a real phone number, doofus!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to this here Banks Regime Wrestling here. Our next competitors here on this Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition special here. Our first man up here is Mr. Payne here. Mr. Payne making his way to the ramp here. And he looks pissed. Now, Mr. Payne, sir, you have to fight Ralph the Rectum Wrecker here. This is going to be a hell of a fight here. Mr. Payne losing to Mr. Mehoff here. Last time we saw Mr. Jack Mehoff upsetting Mr. Payne, rubbing him out here, if you know what I mean here. He rubbed him out here. Mr. Payne making his way to the ring here. Now, I just received word from medical that Mr. Banks, his knee isn't looking too good and he may be out here for a couple shows here. We hope that Mr. Banks recovers quickly here, but we wish Mr. Bullet luck as he congratulated him after the fine performance he put on here. However, Mr. Payne is getting ready to face Mr. Ralph the Wreckum Wrecker here. Now, Mr. Ralph, if he beats you, sir, you have to make him. It is in his contract, sir. You have to make an appointment with him to get your sphincter examined here, sir. And you do not want Mr. Ralph examining you. You need to find yourself a real doctor here if you have any problems with going to the restroom here. Mr. Payne is telling the fans that he is here and they better be paying attention to him here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Peterson's in place here. Now, this is a dumpster elimination match here, because Mr. Payne and Mr. Ralph were both defeated here. So, Mr. Payne here in the ring here, and Mr. Ralph the Rectum Wrecker, ladies and gentlemen, making his second appearance on this here BRW Wrestling. Oh my soul, here he comes. Clench your cheeks, everyone. He's oiled up and he's ready to dig in deep here. Look at the look in that man's eyes. He's coming out for examinations, and Mr. Ralph has an office here. So you have to wonder if Mr. Ralph is going to drag Mr. Payne back to his office here and examine him after he beats him. He's definitely here to wreck a rectum, I can tell you that much. Look at him. He's all about the business here. He wants them patients. Oh my soul, look at those dirty gloves of his. He's putting them... Those ain't sterile. You touching the ring and the rope with that. How you gonna examine Payne if you beat him with dirty gloves? So that's so unsanitary. Mr. Ralph in the ring, Mr. Payne in the ring here. Ralph looks anxious to get to work here. Mr. Peterson rings the bell and let's get this here started here. Immediately, Mr. Payne runs at Mr. Ralph and he just gets thrown over top of him. Payne knees him upside his head there. Mr. Ralph gets clotheslined but doesn't quite fall and just uses his sheer size to knock Mr. Payne over here. That man is large, and his hands is large. And you gotta wonder here, Payne's gotta be thinking about what's gonna happen if he loses this match, which is gonna make him fight even harder. Payne going for a kick, but Mr. Ralph very agile for a large man, his size here. Stomping Mr. Payne there. Now he's gonna get butt stomped. Yeah, that's what I thought. Payne, you just got butt stomped like a Goomba here. Oh my soul, he just crushed that man's head like a walnut with his large, and he just slams his butt down on Mr. Payne's chest there. Mr. Payne is in trouble, and more importantly, Mr. Payne's anal cavity is in trouble if this man loses to this here Ralph the Rectum Wrecker here. He gonna wreck your rectum, sir. Mr. Payne getting the upper hand here. Mr. Ralph got Mr. Payne here and slamming him on the ground here. Ralph looking a little confused here, going for a ginormous elbow strike. Oh my soul, how is Payne still able to withstand such punishment here? Payne kicking out for dear life, knowing that his anus is truly on the line here in this match here. Ralph wants some patience. I could tell you that he is not playing around here when it comes to his work here. Payne putting him in a submission move, hoping to get him to tap out quickly here. However, Mr. Ralph's just pure size and strength overpowers him. He just knocks him down like a freight train there. Ralph just showing everybody his size and power here. Payne rolling out, probably the smartest move he did. Look at Mr. Ralph just stepping over their top rope like it's nothing. Mr. Payne fighting for dear life here. Going for some sort of maneuver here. Picking Mr. Ralph up and dropping him on that hardwood floor there. Payne going for a cover here. However, Mr. Ralph really wants to look at you. He really wants to get you in his examination room, Mr. Payne, and he just kicked out. So you're going to have to put him down more. This gentleman's big here, and he ain't here to play no games here. Mr. Ralph picking him up here. Well, Mr. Ralph, the rectum wrecker, going... However, Payne fighting for dear life here. However, he missing just because he's delirious. And Mr. Ralph headbutts him to the ground here. Mr. Ralph got him up here. Oh my soul, what's he gonna do? Oh, that had to hurt. Mr. Ralph, the rectum wrecker, slamming him on that hard floor there. Going for another hellacious elbow strike to the chest there. Ralph going for the cover. Oh no, Payne, you might be in trouble. Payne kicking out again for dear life, clenching his cheeks as he does that. I heard him screaming no. Ralph, the little dazed himself, misses Mr. Payne. However, he grabs a hold of his head there, dragging him over and slamming him upside the side of the ring there. Mr. Payne thrown back into the ring here. Mr. Ralph there, smiling on his face. Oh, what's Mr. Ralph gonna do here? He's gonna get kicked in the face because Mr. Payne don't want to go in that examination room. Mr. Payne using his own weight against Mr. Ralph, flinging him down there, kicking him in the balls there, and putting him back in that submission move. Now, Mr. Ralph taps out Mr. Payne's anus here, and that's it. Mr. Payne, your anus is safe, sir. You are lucky here. However, Mr. Ralph put on a scary show here. I think Mr. Ralph gonna be a contender here later. However, Mr. Payne will continue in the dumpster division, and Mr. Ralph here, you are eliminated, sir. Sorry. But that's a wrap here. Mr. Payne will continue his quest for the dumpster division title here. Mr. Ralph, you better go check your own anus here, sir. Because Mr. Payne was like, not today here. I am Mr. Long, your host, and I will be back after these here messages here. Please enjoy this here replay here.
Are you constantly waking up drenched in your bed, soaked because you didn't make it to the bathroom? Do those dreams or relaxing in the ocean often lead to an ocean of pee in your pants? Do I have a product for you? Sherman Wright's Dependable Depends, the preferred nighttime underwear for the elderly and medically diagnosed incontinent. If they would have slapped one of these bad boys on the Bilberry Reservoir, it would have stopped the Great Dam failure in 1852. Are you in the money in the bank and you can't hold your bladder while climbing up that ladder? Sherman Wright's Dependable Depends may be just right for you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to our Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition here. Mr. Blaine making his way out to fight Mr. Showman Wright here. Now, I want to apologize to Mr. Showman for helping that maniacal Tin Man mess with him so much. I didn't know it was gonna get so personal here. Now, Mr. Showman here is my tag team partner, and I decided that we need to focus on the true enemy here, and that's Connor. Now, Mr. Showman lost his voice because Connor refuses to not wear that skunk perfume to cover her rotten egg odor, and Showman was screaming at her, and they were screaming at each other a lot when they were ripping that carpet out, because she stunk it up so bad. Mr. Banks is like, you guys just need to get rid of this carpet. It's gone. So, that carpet is gone. This here wood floor is gonna stay in place for now here. Mr. Blaine making his way into the ring here, but Showman got the laryngitis, and he can't talk from all the screaming and hollering at that old horse Connor he did here. But he's still able to fight here. Here is my tag team partner and one half of Leisurely Love here, Mr. Showman Wright here, coming here out here. The man is 95 years old and he is still able to whoop your ass here. Showman, hopefully we have a Connor-free night here. Showman saying thank you as he walks out as best as he can, because that boy lost his voice yelling at that succubi. I shall not invoke the name of Connor anymore tonight if I don't have to. However, Showman making his way out here. Showing everybody he's 95 years old and he can still whoop your ass getting in this hell wrestling ring here. Now, this is the halfway point of our show. Extended edition means we are running longer than normal. Longer because of sausages and sword fights here. We have a lot of matches to get through here. And I will be joined by Miss Harmony after this here match is over, I've been told here. Showman getting hit with the Hurricane Rana there. After a failed dropkick attempt, Showman begging Mr. Blaine not to hurt him too much. The man is 95. Show him a little respect here. Showman getting the upper hand here, but missing his kick there. Maybe his glasses fogged up or something. Mr. Showman though is like, get off of me, cat. I'll put you outside here. However, Showman's like, I insist here. Mr. Blaine's like, that's quite alright, sir. Using his cat-like agility here. I hope his boots and paws is clean from using that there little box, though. Showman in trouble. He got him in the corner here. Flinging him upside there. Knocking Showman on his head there. However, Showman gets back up here. Retaliating there. Of a Mr. Blaine flinging him to the side there. Of a Showman reversing it. Kicking him in the shin there. Going to the middle rope here for his maneuver there. Oh my soul, Showman, you're 95. How you still doing? What the hell? Showman almost had this. Oh no, don't tell me Benny's coming out. That's Benny's music. Benny, don't do it, Benny. He's not an alien egg layer, Benny. I was just messing with you, boy. I know you didn't like myself. Oh shit, Peterson, turn around. Benny, don't do it. Oh shit. Oh shit, Showman in trouble here. Peterson blind to the whole thing here. Lord have mercy. Mr. Blaine can't blame him for capitalizing, wanting that gold any way he could get it here. However, I know Showman. Showman's a very spiteful man here. And I'll tell you what, Showman is going to be seeing you later, boy. I wouldn't put it past him here. Blaine going on the offensive here. Showman gonna be pissed if he loses this match. I can tell you he gonna be blaming you, Mr. Benny Nine here. We gotta do something about this here Tin Man. Like, I thought it was funny and he was just pulling harmless pranks. I had no idea, Showman, he was gonna interfere in your matches here. I apologize for that. I will help you rectify this here situation with Mr. Benny Nine here. Blaine here shaking and some such. Mr. Showman looks pissed now, getting back up. Now, I know what's going through Mr. Showman's mind. He's thinking to himself how he's going to scrap that there robot. And I'm starting to think maybe that's a good idea here. However, Mr. Showman getting on the offense. Oh, Showman going for a flyby. Showman, you too old to be flying planes, boy. Showman. Oh my soul, Showman could still fly the plane and gets the flyby in there. And he goes to cover Mr. Blaine here. Mr. Blaine might be in trouble, but he kicking out because he don't want to be eliminated, especially from the Universal Division. We already saw some crazy eliminations, like Mr. Connor, Mr. Banks getting eliminated here. And Mr. Ewing was eliminated, and Mr. Malice has been eliminated as well here. And I believe Mr. Well, that's the Dumpster Division here. I'm getting my divisions here mixed up. I was eliminated from the Dumpster Division, which I'm just glad I escaped with my life after fighting Mr. Landshark here. Showman got him into some sort of maneuver here. However, Mr. Blaine's like, you ain't burying me in the little box here. I'm gonna bury you in the little box here. Showman's pissed. Look at the way he's fighting now. He's fighting like he's 20 years younger now. Now, I remember getting hit by them punches when I was younger. Them punches hurt when you piss Showman off, yeah. Showman going for the cover. Peterson taking his time running laps there. Oh, my soul. You done pissed Showman off, Benny. Showman has just eliminated Bane from this here competition here. After being violently and uncalled for assaulted by Mr. Benny Nine there. Blaine put up a good fight here. But when you piss Showman off, boy, you in trouble here. Look at Showman, 95 years old, still flying planes and doing flybys here. Lord have mercy here. That's what happens when you piss that man off. Everybody thinks just because he's old, he ain't gonna get the job done. But you piss Showman off enough, he knock you out here. I know firsthand, because he beat me last time here. Look at him dancing in the ring. Showman, we gotta get rid of that Connor, so we can be friends again. We was such good friends until Connor came into our lives and ruined a good thing here. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long, and I will be back after these here messages here. I will be joined by Miss Harmony as well here. Welcome here, back to this here Banks Regime Wrestling here. Now, I'm not surprised this man has something to say after what just happened here. And I heard from Miss Harmony's agent here that it's far too hot for here over here. So I suppose she won't be joining us here on this here show till we get some of these here HVAC situations here fixed here. Showman going straight after him here. No surprise there. I'ma shut the hell up and let us all hear what Mr. Showman has to say here. Showman definitely airing out some grievances here. Mr. Benny Non making his way out here to confront Mr. Showman here. Now, these two hate each other here. You can clearly see Mr. Benny Non is not a fan of Showman with all that graffiti on there. I mean, I helped him with a little of that graffiti, but Mr. Benny Non does not like Mr. Showman here. So let's hear what Mr. Benny Non has to say here. This here is getting very heated here. Now, if y'all can't read what Mr. Benny Non put on his helmet there, or his robot dome head here, he wrote Showman poops on shoes here. And on the back there, it says Showman is an egg-laying alien here. I just want to point that out if you can't read it all here. Mr. Benny looks pissed, but Showman looks even more pissed here. I'm waiting for Showman to hit that Tin Man. Showman is not liking what Mr. Benny Non is saying here. Oh, I knew it! I knew it, Showman! I knew Showman would throw hands! Look at him! Oh my soul. Oh, look at Showman. He got him in the reach around now. Showman slamming him, Mr. Benny, on the ground now. Mr. Benny in trouble now. He don't mess with Showman way too much here. However, Mr. Benny retaliating. However, his circuitry must be off or something, but maybe not here. He just knocked Showman outside the ring here. What? Mr. Benny must be malfunctioning and have some kind of virus or something. He used to be such a nice little robot here. However, like, you could just tell by his movements and everything that something is wrong with him. Look at this. The thing doesn't even know where it's going half the time here. I think we need to install some antivirus software on him. He don't mess himself up real good if he letting a 95-year-old man beat on him like this here. This could be dangerous for Mr. Showman's health here. Oh, Showman counters it here. Oh, my soul. The anger in that man's eyes. Look at Mr. Showman there. Alright, we'll be back after this here commercial here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to our Banks Regime Wrestling here on our Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition special here. Mr. Othorion here making his way to this here ring. This here's a dumpster elimination falls count anywhere match. And I believe Mr. The Effect will be making his second appearance here to fight Mr. Othorion here. Othorion making his little frolicking his way down the ramp here in his little elf outfit here. Now, Mr. Othorion was defeated by Mr. Malice last time, I believe. However, we shall see if he is victorious or if Mr. The Effect will be taking him out here. Mr. Othorion, how does your cape go through the ring like siding like that? Are you defying the laws of physics or am I just seeing things here? Now, how is that man's cape going through the rope there? Must be some sort of weird foresty elf magic or some such, yeah. Or I've been drinking too much of my magic tap water. One of the two. Lord have mercy. Alright, Mr. Effect making his way out here next here. Now, Mr. Effect opened our very first show here fighting Mr. Blackjack. Unfortunately, he was eliminated even though it was a hell of a fight here. Let's see if Mr. Effect can do better here on his second match here. Now, Mr. Effect, also, you hit Mr. Peterson on his very first day on the job. And I don't think Mr. Peterson's gonna forget about that here, sir. So, you might be in a little bit of shit from Peterson here in this here match. Because I know from what I've seen, Peterson is very spiteful here. Mr. Effect making his way to the ropes here. Alright, Peterson here. Get in this here ring and let's get the second half of this here show going here. Alright, Thorian in his corner, Effect in his corner here. Peterson greenlights the bell here, and we're off here. Thorian going for a punch to the face here. However, Mr. Effect gets stuck in some sort of hold here. Thorian goes for a punch here. Mr. Effect overpowers it. However, Mr. Thorian reverses it on his ass here. However, Effect tries throwing him, and that's strike 2 against Peterson, Mr. Effect, trying to throw your opponent into the ref here. Mr. Effect sidesteps him and reverses it here, and is back on the offensive. Goes for some sort of slam, but Mr. Thorian uses his elf magic here and bounces out of it. However, Mr. Effect was wise to your tricks and caught you there, sir. Thorian going for a flying punch upside his head there. Mr. Effect on the defensive again here. Mr. Thorian punching air. However, Mr. Effect gets out of it here and counters with some sort of uppercut there. And then he going for a cutter of some sort. Mr. Thorian, that looked mighty painful. However, that was a great strategic move there. Taking advantage of Mr. Effect's young rookie showboating ass there. And sliding in and out real quick and throwing him off here. Mr. Effect going for a flying knee to the face there. Kicking him right inside the glute there. I believe that was the left glute there. So he going for Mr. Thorian reversing it and giving him a drop kick there. Mr. Thorian going to punch him upside his head there a couple times, grabbing him and slamming him into that second turnbuckle there 4 or 5 times, whichever. Mr. Effect looked mighty dazed there here. Mr. Effect might be in some trouble here. Thorian lifting him up and slamming him on his glutes there. What are you doing, Mr. Thorian? Mr. Thorian going to that there bottom rope there for some sort of drop kick maneuver. And he sticks it there. Mr. Effect, you might be in trouble here. Oh my soul, Mr. Thorian just taught that rookie a lesson. He stomped his ass into the ground here. I am in shock at how fast that was here. Let me take a note here for my record keeping here. Now, Mr. Effect came out cocky as hell, thinking he was fighting an elf, thinking an elf would be an easy opponent here. And he had luck against his side because he punched Peterson upside the head on his very first match here. However, Mr. Thorian has eliminated Mr. Effect from the competition here, and he will continue his journey through the Dunsa division here to be maybe the first Dumpster King here. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long, and I will be back after these here messages here.
Logan, where's that punk Logan? You know he ate all the nacho chips. Where's the nacho man Andy Cabbage without nachos? He just left an empty can of Pringles. You hear the Pringles shaking? Logan, you double dipped your chip in Miss Salsa. You don't get no queso, 'cause I say so. When I find you, it's gonna be hell to pay. Oh yeah! Well, the reason that Punk Logan lost that ladder match and didn't get the contract, because he had his mind on Miss Salsa and thinking about dipping his chips in her again. He had hunger in his eyes when he looked at her. I saw him. Logan, I'm gonna kill you. Ah!
Jamie. This is Sam from the interview. Cut.
Welcome, you beautiful MF and co-conspirators here back to our sausage party. Sword Fight Extended Edition. Mr. Bulk Logan coming out here for his second appearance for this here Universal Falls Count Anywhere elimination match here. His opponent is Mr. Man Beast here. Look at him coming out here. Now that man has the most beautiful hair in all sports entertainment. I don't care what anyone says here. Look how happy these fans are to see Mr. Bulk Logan here. Mr. Logan's looking mighty happy with himself. Now I have double dipped Miss Salsa Biz Chips with him and Showman several times now. I am a co-conspirator with him. On there, Mr. Nacho Man, Andy Cabbage, we are sorry, but it is way better when you double dip here. However, Mr. Logan is fighting Mr. Man Beast here, who brutally defeated Mr. Hack last time we saw him on this here program here. Now, Mr. Man Beast here, he loves his teddy bears. And I can tell you right now, if he gets a hold of the greatest hair in all sports entertainment, he might just scalp you to make a teddy bear out of it and put it on that there skull he's carrying there. So you might want to be careful, Mr. Bulk Logan here. Because Mr. Man Beast is here. Don't ever mess with that man's teddy bear collection, I can tell you. Last time Mr. Banks had to bail him out of jail because he tried to steal a teddy bear from a toddler, Mr. Banks ended up buying it for him for like $10,000 or some such here. Just to keep this man out of jail here. That's how much he valued his talent here. Mr. Bulk doesn't look worried and Mr. Man Beast is ready to dance here. Peterson rings the bell and let's see what happens here. Mr. Bulk immediately picks Mr. Man Beast up and flings him on his glutes there. However, Mr. Man Beast catches his leg and twists it around on Mr. Logan, saying, "I'm wise to your move, sir." Now, are we going to have ourselves another leg twisting competition here? Or are we going to have a wrestling match here? Because I think we've seen this song and dance here, gentlemen, quite a bit today here. I suppose they like their Mr. Logan, however, winning the contest here. Mr. Man Beast getting upset here, trying to kick Mr. Logan here, however, missing him. Mr. Logan dominating him, however, with that slam there. Now he going for some sort of nerve pinch acupuncture shit here. Mr. Man Beast look like he going to sleep here. Peterson going to see if he tap out. However, he only gets a 1 count here. Mr. Logan kicks him in the left glute there. However, Man Beast is upset now. Now, I don't know if you can even hurt Mr. Man Beast because the word on the street is he is stuffed just like his teddy bears there. However, Mr. Logan knocks him upside his head there. Mr. Man Beast overpowers him though and clotheslines his ass up to that there turnbuckle and picking him up for a catapult maneuver here. And then kicks him upside his... Come on, Mr. Man Beast, that hair's so beautiful. How could you damage it here? Mr. Logan isn't going to go down so easy though. This man has literally built this hair sport here. Mr. Logan mounting Mr. Man Beast and knocking him upside the head multiple times here. And slamming Mr. Man Beast's head into the side there. Picking him up like a teddy bear and slamming him. And now he's swinging him around like an airplane here, and I'm assuming he's gonna launch him. Hopefully he doesn't launch him a Peterson, or maybe he should launch him a Peterson. Peterson going for the count here. However, Mr. Man-Beast isn't ready to give up quite just yet here. I'm assuming he's gonna want Mr. Logan's hair to make a teddy bear out of, because that hair is legendary sauce, especially the mustache hair. Now, that mustache hair, where you going, Mr. Man-Beast? Oh, that's right, you going over there, I see here. Mr. Logan will be obliged to follow you here. Recuperating in front of these here fans here. Now this here is turning into a street fight here. Both men exchanging blows here. Mr. Man-Beast knocking Mr. Logan. However, Mr. Logan attacking him here on the offensive here. Mr. Bulk Logan got Mr. Man-Beast by the hair there. However, he takes too long with whatever he's trying to do, and Mr. Man-Beast escapes here. Mr. Logan beating him back to the ring now here. However, maybe I spoke too soon here. I can't tell who's winning what. These men keep reversing shit so much, I'm getting confused here. Mr. Logan knocking him back to the ring here. Let's see what happens here. Looks like Mr. Logan is taking control here as he picks Mr. Man-Beast up and drops his face first on that floor there. Mr. Man-Beast going for a cover, but I don't see Peterson anywhere. Where's Peterson? Oh, Peterson off there. Well, Mr. Man-Beast, you tried. However, Mr. Bulk Logan's a legend, sir. The man built this here industry here. Was a nice attempt on your part. However, Mr. Bulk Logan, you have eliminated Mr. Man-Beast and will continue your quest for the Universal Championship here. As you see this replay here, Mr. Logan here decided to teach him how to fly here. Although he didn't quite get the cover here yet. Then he picks him up here, slamming him on that hardwood floor, and that put Mr. Man-Beast under. We might need a medical team or some such to get down there, because that wood floor looks like it hurt here. Mr. Bulk Logan enjoying his second straight victory here at this here Banks Regime Wrestling here. Look at Mr. Logan, how happy he is. I tell you what, I'm gonna go celebrate here with Mr. Bulk Logan in the back. We gonna get ourselves some Miss Salsa. We gonna double dip some chips with Showman in the back here. And I'll be back after these here commercials here. Welcome back to this here Banks Regime Wrestling here. We are having the Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition. Do my eyes deceive me? Look at him dancing now. It's the Nacho Man and the Cabbage making his way to this here wrestling ring here. Oh my soul. Look at these here fans. Now, Mr. Bulk Logan defeated him. However, I can't stay mad at this man. I feel a little guilty double dipping his chips. This man's done so much for this here industry here. Look at him pointing at them little children now. Say what you want about Mr. Nacho Man and the Cabbage. The man is truly a legend here in this sport here. With his little dancing, look at that little dancing Nacho up there with the Cabbage behind it there. Mr. Cabbage making his way to this here arena with the fireworks and everything here. Enjoy this moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to have Nacho Man Andy Cabbage in this here wrestling ring here. His opponent, however, is the General. Now, the General was defeated by Bullet last time we saw him. However, he's about ready to make it smell like gunpowder and everything coming out here. And the General had some, like, I don't know, issues or something last time, but he put on a good match here. He usually does here. Mr. General walking through all the fire and war here. And he's gonna need all that fire and war facing Mr. Nacho Man Andy Cabbage here, because one of these two men is getting eliminated from this here dumpster division. Mr. General looking happy to be here. Alright, Peterson, let's get this here going. The General versus Nacho Man Andy Cabbage here. Peterson greenlights the bell here. Mr. Nacho Man goes for something, but General outfoxes him and gets him on the defensive here. Slamming him, Mr. Nacho Man, on his belly there. And kicking him upside the chin there. General got Mr. Cabbage up in some sort of powerbomb maneuver, and that looked painful here. Grabbing him by his cheese streamers there. However, Mr. Nacho Man wiggles out of it and kicks the General in the shin there. However, he misses again. However, he outfoxes the General this here time. Tries to clothesline him outside the ring, but General make him pay for it there. Now, General still wants a chance to be the Dumpster King. That way he can have a shot eventually here at our Universal Champion. However, Mr. Nacho Man is a legend here, and he gets out of it. However, General overpowers him now. So many reversals here. He goes for some sort of maneuver there, but Mr. Cabbage is denied here. Or is he? Mr. Nacho Man Andy Cabbage here, picking Mr. General up and slamming him on the back of his head there. General, very defensive there, guarding from them punches and kicks there. However, he might be in trouble here. However, he isn't as he quickly reverses this here, getting the upper hand on Mr. Andy Cabbage here. However, Mr. Nacho Man sees his punches coming and overpowers him and runs him over like a freight train there. And going for some glute punches there to Mr. General here. Mr. General a bit dazed here, but he switches it around and drops Mr. Cabbage on top of his, don't crush the chips, General. Lord have mercy. That man makes some good nachos here. Oh my soul, General setting up Nacho Man Andy Cabbage here for a finisher. Mr. Cabbage might be in trouble here. He got him in some sort of submission hold here, but will Mr. Cabbage tap out here? Now, there are no rope breaks, Mr. Cabbage. This is BRW. We ain't like those other leagues here. We frown upon rope breaks and rules and such here. General going for some brutal combos. Lord have mercy, sir. What was that last week? Going for a kick. However, Mr. Cabbage caught him and double axe handles him upside his head there to his one eye there. However, General kicking out of it here. However, he misses, but General quickly recovers and reverses it for a slam and goes for a quick cover here as Peterson counts. However, Mr. Cabbage quickly gets out of it here. General kicking Mr. Cabbage to his back there. Flinging Mr. General outside the ring here for some sort of setup here. Let's see what he's going to do here. Oh my soul, Mr. Cabbage plants the General's head right into the ring and drops him on the floor here. General's in trouble here. However, he kicks out amazingly. Maybe he got a metal plate in his head or some such from that eye injury of his. General's up on his feet here. Mr. Cabbage throws him back into the ring on the middle of our beautiful skull there. He beckoning the general to get up here. However, he going for some sort of, I don't know what Mr. Cabbage was thinking. He could have, I suppose that works too. Mr. Cabbage is looking like he's getting ready to finish Mr. General here. However, he's showboating, giving the general time to recuperate here. Mr. Cabbage going for some drop kicks here. Mr. General tries a clothesline but misses here. Mr. Cabbage is looking angry. Oh my, so is he going to do what I think he is? General getting up here. However, Mr. Andy Cabbage, you botched your move and you gave the general too much time to recover from his strategic thinking. However, Mr. Cabbage wiggles out of it and drops Mr. General on the back of his head here. Oh my, so is he tried, Mr. Cabbage trying the same thing again, but will he be successful a second time here? He plants him straight to the head there. Mr. General might be in trouble here. However, he kicks out. The man does not want to be removed from the dumpster division here. Mr. Cabbage going for, I think, was he going for the flying elbow? Oh my, so here it comes. He has ended so many matches. However, Mr. General saw it coming and quickly counters and gets on the offensive here. Mr. Cabbage in trouble because General just planted his glutes into both sides of them rings there. Mr. General got the Cabbage on top of him and slams him down there, planting him in the ground there. Peterson going for the count here. Oh my soul, the General has just defeated Mr. Nacho Man Andy Cabbage. Lord have mercy. What a match. That was exciting shit there. They just was going back and forth so much I couldn't tell who was going to win here. Now, Mr. Andy Cabbage saw you have been eliminated, and Mr. General, you still have a chance to be our very first Dumpster King here, be crowned the #1 contender, which will automatically guarantee you a match with our Universal Champion here. Mr. Cabbage, however, you put up a hell of a fight, sir. It is always a privilege to have you in our ring here. General coming back from that loss against his regime friend, Mr. Bullet, from last time we saw him. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long here, and we shall be back after these here messages here.
Do you need more wrestling action in your life? Can't get enough and need more? Then check out Koi D's Purple Hippo channel on YouTube. Go now and see PCW for yourself. Well, wait till the show is over, then go check it out. Or get your phone out and take a screenshot. Press the buttons now, quickly. Watch PCW whenever you want on YouTube. Here's the link, go now. Or take a screenshot and witness PCW firsthand. See the brutal matches, witness the carnage in the ring. PCW is a certified BLW partner. Quickly take a screenshot before the commercial is over.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to another exciting match on this here BLW Wrestling here on a Sausage Party Sword Fights Extended Edition here. Oh, sausages all night here. Mr. The Beast here making his way out this here ring here. Very successful over Mr. Corey D last time we saw him, and his opponent is Mr. Mehoff here. Mr. Beast, however, is going to want to win this here match because this here is a universal elimination falls count anywhere. Loser is out of here. Mr. Beast walking down the ramp here. Stopping for the camera. Look how friendly he looks. Now, he's a pretty funny guy. I like Mr. the Beast here. I talk to him. He likes to crush things. He's not as mean as he looks here. However, he does like to exaggerate here. But I've seen him crush some things. Showman said he crushed a man's box car. I've seen the videos. That man crushed a small little car with his bare hands. That's how strong he is here. Mr. Mihawk. So I'm laughing at you, but you did beat Mr. Pain. You rubbed him out real good last time we saw you, so I suppose I can't be laughing at your name no more. Mr. Jack Mihawk, ladies and gentlemen, here he comes in all his glory. Let's see if he can pull out a second one here and rub another opponent out here. Show him the business end of his sock here. Mr. Mihawk making his way down the ramp here. Seems like the fans are cheering him a little bit now that they saw him defeat Mr. Pain here. Now I heard Mr. Pain wants to get Mr. Mihawk in a cage here. Oh, the jokes I can make with that. However, I suppose we could set that up after this here tournament's done. Mr. Mihawk rubbing that skull for luck as he always does and showing everybody the hand that rubbed out Mr. Pain here. Now P1 must mean he's one player or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Shit, I'm gonna get in trouble. Luckily, Mr. Banks hurt himself tonight, so I don't gotta worry about getting in the ring with him tonight. From my understanding, that match has been postponed here because we got so many to get through. Peterson rings the bell, however. Mr. Beast shows Mr. Mihawk he isn't playing around here. However, Mr. Mihawk shows Mr. Beast he ain't playing around either and kicks him right back here. And he starts working on his lefty there. Now, Mr. Mihawk, if you want Mr. Beast's hand to show him how that wrist action works there, you're going to have to work a little harder at it here. Mr. Mihawk grabbing Mr. the Beast's head there. Mr. Beast going for a kick but whips it. Mr. Mihawk tries to firmly grab the Beast here. However, here, he's having a hard time struggling with Mr. the Beast here. Mr. the Beast is putting up a fight here and saying, "Keep your hands off me, sir." Mr. Beast got Mr. Mihawk in a vulnerable position here. However, Mr. Mihawk turns the tides on Mr. Beast here, and he goes for that wrist action again now. He is really working it too. If you look, you could just see how he's twisting that wrist and showing everyone the proper precision technique you need when you are single player Mr. Jack Mihawk here. Mr. Mihawk grabbing Mr. Beast's head by the tip there and bouncing it on the floor there. Perfect precision. Now he's lifting the Beast up here. And he's slamming him into the mat there, showing him who the boss here is. However, Mr. Beast is looking quite angry here. Shit, look at the double hand action Mr. Mihawk just did on the Beast there. He is really working him, but Beast is fighting back, saying, "I am not quite ready here yet." Mr. Beast slams Mr. Mihawk on his head, see how he like it here. Peterson going for a count, but only gets a 1, and Mr. Beast is just looking shocked here and frustrated. However, he's setting him up for a finisher here. Mr. Mihawk shows him how quick he is with that elbow strike there. And he got the upper hand here now. Mr. Mihawk showing him how to use his feet here. Reaching around there, grabbing the tip of Mr. Beast's head there, seeing if he can make him tap. However, Mr. Beast has a lot of stamina. He isn't quite finished here yet. Ah, shit. Mr. Mihawk regains control of Mr. Beast here. And he's working both the hand and the foot at the same time. Now, that is true talent here as he lives up to his name here. However, Mr. Beast flips it around on him here. He might have grabbed a bigger one than he can handle here. Mr. Mihawk, however, is not intimidated by the size of Mr. Beast, and he is going for the top rope to perform a maneuver here. However, Mr. Beast quickly gets out of the way and pummels Mr. Mihawk to the ground here, lifting him up and choke slamming him now. Mr. Beast going to the second rope there for some sort of maneuver. Oh, and he sticks it. Mr. Mihawk, you might be in trouble, sir, as Mr. Beast grabs you by your face there. Mr. Beast kicking him in the gut there and putting him up. However, Mr. Mihawk quickly demonstrates how to easily slip out of a situation like that, and he continues going and working on that wrist there, really showing him how to use them fingers there, working them fingers hard. However, Mr. Beast is putting up a fight and slides out of it here, and Mr. Beast spears Mr. Mihawk, showing him he ain't playing that shit. Mr. Beast going for some drop kick maneuvers there, and he picks Mr. Mihawk up and slams him on his back, showing off the size of his strength here. Mr. Beast going to the top rope here again. Mr. Mihawk may be in trouble if this sticks. However, Mr. Beast, he sets you up here. Mihawk goes for something. However, this time Mr. Beast goes for a reach around on Mr. Mihawk here. However, Mr. Mihawk reverses it here. He tries to grab the tip of Mr. Beast's head, but is unsuccessful here as Mr. Beast has regained control of this here match, showing him that he is bigger than Mr. Mihawk, and he has lots of stamina as he pounds Mr. Mihawk's head into the side of that turnbuckle there. Now, Mr. Mihawk, you are in trouble, sir. Oh my soul, Mr. Mihawk is turning out to be quite impressive here. I thought he was done for, but he's up and he's wiggling. He's eyeballing Mr. Beast here. He might be ready to get this here match, put an end to this here as he slams Mr. Beast to the ground here. Now he's rolling him through his fingers there and rolling him on top of his back and slamming him into the mat, trying to demonstrate to him that he is in charge of this here match. However, we shall see if he is in charge of this here match, as Mr. Beast looks tired. Mr. Mihawk going for the foot again here, and slamming Mr. Beast down on the mat here. Mr. Mihawk lands Mr. Mihawk. So Mr. Mihawk on my mind. Mr. Beast is like, I don't think so, and he just made Mr. Mihawk leak here first here. Mr. Mihawk is in trouble. He's leaking everywhere. However, he catches Mr. Mihawk's leg here and turns the tides, but we see who starts leaking here first between Mr. Beast and Mr. Mihawk. Mr. Mihawk obviously got excited and he started leaking here a little bit first here as Mr. Beast slams him into the ground here. However, Mr. Mihawk refuses to give up to Mr. Beast, and he tries to get up here. Mr. Beast slams Mr. Mihawk on his head there. Now, I just want to point out, Mr. Beast here isn't leaking yet. You guys are just lucky that carpet ain't down there. You can't get fined now with that there. Mr. Beast turning it around, and I can't tell who's winning this here match. Other than Mr. Mihawk is leaking first here from Mr. Beast's maneuvers here. However, this might be the end of things right here. If Mr. Beast can get a cover here. We shall see here. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. the Beast turned out to be way too much sausage here for Mr. Jack Mihawk to handle here. Mr. Beast has eliminated Mr. Mihawk from this here tournament here. However, Mr. the Beast will continue his crusade here to claim the Universal Championship here. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long here, and we shall return here after these here messages here.
Get the hottest magazine around. Get all the latest updates and rumors. Plus, exclusive posters, exclusive interviews. Go now and read issue 2. Hear all the latest rumors. Get all the predictions from our top psychics. Call 1-800-BRW-MEGA. That's 1-800-BRW-MEGA. Kids must first brush their teeth and get their parents' permission before calling. Rumors such as the Nacho Man Andy Cabbage caught double dipping his chips. It's the crime of the century. Captain Porky also heard to be rumored to be signing. Plus, articles such as Victoria Gardner, the rising star. Learn how to make better toast with Toastina. Also, who is the rat leaking BRW Magazine all these secrets? No one is safe from BRW Magazine. No one! And the biggest scandal of all, the boss himself, Mr. Rob Banks, tricked, apparently by Robin the Mischievous, into modeling BRW Speedos for Rosa and for our amusement. Look at him. Have you ever seen him smile like that? It has the logo on it and everything. Got you, boss man. You can't fire me. Also remember you paid me to find you scandals. That's what I do. I go and find scandals. Now, call now before Mr. Banks and Harmony find out. That's 1-800-BRW-MEGA. Call now quickly before this ad is pulled. This is not a real phone number, doofus!
Welcome here to this here Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition. Now, Mr. Benny 9, you interfered in Mr. Showman's match. You better be watching yourself here. And Mr. Showman just stomped your ass here. Now, you fighting Mr. Hack here. Now, this here's a dumpster elimination falls count anywhere match as Mr. Benny 9 makes his way to this here ring here. Mr. Tin Man Benny 9, the robot himself, the first artificial wrestler in the history of the world here, walking down here with that disgraceful graffiti, which I am sad that I helped him with, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. The man bought me some tap water here. Mr. Benny showing everybody here what he thinks here of Mr. Showman. Now, I will say I like how Benny glows in the dark. Mr. Banks did a good job with all those LED lights he put all over him now. That's mighty spiffy. Don't do it, Benny. Don't be disrespectful to Showman. Oh, Lord have mercy. Showman gonna come out here and whoop your ass, you Tin Man. He already whooped your ass once tonight, and you're gonna get what you deserve. You've been messing with him far too long, and he gonna come out here and have something to say about that, probably here. I would assume here. However, next on our list here is Mr. Hack. Now, Mr. Hack is banned on like every social media platform. The man likes to cuss and say things to offend people here, which is why we signed him here, because he fits in mighty well here with everyone here. However, Mr. Man-Beast shut him the hell up last time he was here. Let's see how he performs against this here robot here. Mr. Hack making his way out here with his little sheepy head there. The man walks through green smoke and he doesn't even care. He doesn't care about your feelings or anything. He's just here to troll you and get in trouble and kicked off of things here. Now I know him and Mr. Man-Beast have a history, and I'm going to find out more about that later here. However, right now, he has to contend with his here crazy malfunctioning computer virus, Tin Man robot, Mr. Bankspill. I don't know why he did it, but for whatever reason, he decided it was a good idea here. So let's get this here match going here. Mr. Heck makes his way to the ring here. Peterson is in place, and we shall get him in the ring and get this here going very shortly here. Alright, Mr. Peterson, get in this here ring and let's get this action going here. Mr. Benny doesn't look concerned at all, I guess because he's a robot here. He doesn't feel nothing here. Benny pushing Mr. Heck to the corner here. Peterson, you might have to break this here up, because I think they stuck. They're backing up here. However, Benny grabbing Mr. Heck here. And slamming him on his belly there. However, Mr. Heck gets around him, but he's squeezing Mr. Benny here. Picking him up and slamming him there, and trying to rip the dome off of Mr. Benny on there. However, Benny flung in the corner here. However, Mr. B9 gets out of that there maneuver, only to get countered by Mr. Hack here. However, Benny counters it with some sort of flippy move there. Mr. Benny 9 leg drop. I knew it, B9. I told you, you fool. You done kicked the hornet's nest. You thought Showman was done with your ass. He's returning the favor here. Showman's vengeful here. Now, you don't mess with Showman like that. You're going to see now now he's giving you the same thing you gave him during his match here. Peterson didn't see nothing here. Now you in trouble, Mr. B9. See, that's what happens when you mess with Showman now. Mr. Benny 9, that could have been costly, and that's what you get for running in and interfering with Showman's match earlier. You think he's just not going to forgive and forget? You got another thing coming. That man married Connie and lived. That man has survived living with Connie for like 75 years here. That man is tough as nails here, as much as I hate to admit it. The man lives with Connie, and that's all I have to say here. Mr. Hack turning the tides on Mr. Benny here, who regained control until Showman came out here and gave Mr. B9 a taste of his own medicine here. Hack going for a kick but misses there. Mr. Benny might be in trouble here as Mr. Hack just starts smacking that robot around, draining his batteries there. Hack going for some sort of maneuver here on his robotic joints there. However, Benny somehow kicks out of it with his program and he tries to go for a combo there, but them overclocking abilities I put on him must have made him a little too fast there as Mr. Hack tries to rip his robot arm out the socket there. However, Mr. B9 pulls out of it, checking his damage there, and immediately flatlines Mr. Hack there in the middle of the ring here. Mr. Hack in full control of this hell match here. However, Mr. Benny 9 counters and punches him straight in the gut there. Goes for a drop kick but misses it there. Mr. Hack knocking and dominating Mr. Benny 9, if I do say so myself here. Mr. Hack, where are you going? You clearly can win this hell match here. Oh, he going for weaponry. You might need a baseball bat for a machine of that caliber. However, Benny pulls it away from him here. Benny tries to hit Mr. Hack with the ball bat here, but he gets stopped by Mr. Hack dead in his tracks here. Beautiful drop kick by Mr. Hack there. Mr. Hack going for another weapon, it looks like, maybe. Walking around this here ring. What are you doing, Mr. Hack? I'm so confused here. Benny going outside here, tries to punch him. Then he starts wailing on the head of Mr. Hack here. And starts uploading him a beatdown here as Mr. Benny slams both of his glutes squarely on the wooden floor there. Now that has to bust your glutes there. Benny getting angry here and trying to overpower him. And he's going nuts there with them punches. Mr. Benny slamming Mr. Hack on his glutes again now. Benny got Mr. Hack up and he slams his head into again for like a 4th time there. Lord have mercy. Them punches from that machine gotta hurt. And the size of Benny 9, he is a very big robot here. Benny countering his punches here. However, Mr. Hack got Mr. Benny up and slams him on his robotic glutes there. Picking Mr. Benny up here. And slamming him on his glutes again here. Mr. Hack going for a cover. However, I don't see there's Peterson. However, Mr. Benny 9 kicks out of it here. Much to Hack's frustration here. Benny countering Mr. Hack here. Picking him up and slamming him again on his glutes. Oh my, so if he puts him on his head again, I don't know if he's going to make it here. That flow is hard. Let me tell you, I got slammed on it. It didn't feel good here. Peterson going for the count here. However, only a 2 here. Mr. Benny picking him up again, slamming both of his hands on upside his head there. Mr. Hack, so you are bleeding, sir. However, that just pissed Mr. Hack off, and he just knocked Mr. Benny on his ass there, his robotic anus there. Benny might be in trouble here. Mr. Hack throwing him into the ring there. Now that ball bat might come into play here. Mr. Hack gets that. He could probably knock Mr. Benny out of his components there. However, Mr. Benny picking him up here. Hack countering it. I can't tell who's winning. Lord have mercy. Shit! Mr. Benny getting knocked out of the match here as Mr. Hack goes for some sort of suicide dive on him now. Which you'd have to fighting a machine of this here caliber and size. Oh my, so he just tombstone Benny, probably breaking components in his head there. And he trying to go for some sort of move there. We'll see if Mr. Benny decides to kick out here. He must still have some fighting capabilities left. However, Benny's running out of juice here, is he? As he turns it around and roundhouses Mr. Hack upside his head there. Benny picking Mr. Hack up here. Knocking Mr. Hack back on the ground there. Picking him up again here. Knocking him down and slamming him possibly on his head again. Right on that blow. Lord have mercy, Mr. Hack is just a damage sponge here. And he just will not give up to this machine. However, Mr. Benny slide kicks him. Picking him up and slamming him on the floor there. This might be it. I don't know if Mr. Hack can get back up. If it is, the man is tough as nails here. Oh my, so you gotta be kidding me here. Now, Mr. Hack is pretty tough here. He's still fighting back here against this here machine here. Goes to cover Benny here. Mr. Benny, however, kicks out last minute. Mr. Benny has to be operating at like limited power supply here. after all the damage he take here. He goes for them vicious punches again and again. It just knocks Mr. Hack's ass on the ground now. Oh my soul, Mr. Hack is in trouble. Benny just unloads those combos there. Mr. Hack, how many more headshots to the ground can you take, sir? Benny's definitely damaged. He goes for the cover here. Peterson going for the count here. However, Mr. Hack count kicks again. Is this man a machine too here? Do we got two ropes? Oh, Benny going for some sort of maneuver here. What's he gonna do here? He's gonna F up here because Mr. Hack countered it. However, Mr. Benny counters it. Flips him around and slides him into the ring here. Mr. Benny telling Mr. Hack what he thinks of him, but that might not be the wisest decision here. And see you showboated, Benny. You could have probably won this here match, but you had to get that in, didn't you? You had to do that here. However, Benny going for some maneuvers here. Mounting an offensive here, and this match is fantastic here. I can't believe my eyes here. Benny going for that there combo of his there. Picking up Mr. Hack here. Kneeing him on top of the ropes. Oh my god, did he just kill that man? Mr. Hack rises. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. Benny got Mr. Hack in a sleeper hold here. That's it. He put Mr. Hack to sleep. An unbelievable effort by Mr. Hack. And I have to say, Mr. Benny 9, I do not want to be on your bad side, so because you just eliminated Mr. Hack from the dumpster division here. Oh my soul, my poor heart can't take this here. This here action's so good. I am Mr. Richard Long here. We'll be back after another one of our commercial messages here. I'll see you glorious MFers here soon after these here messages here. Let's here watch this, see what Benny gonna do here. Mr. Benny with his first victory on this here BRW wrestling here. Oh, how disrespectful, Mr. Benny. I know you doing that to showman here. Alright, we shall return here after these messages here. Welcome back to this here Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition. We are on our second to last match here. We have Mr. Blake Wheeler versus Mr. Roger Nighthawk here. Mr. Wheeler making his way out here. Now, Mr. Wheeler put up a hell of a fight last time we saw him here against Mr. Shawn Winners, I believe, here. He is making his way out here. And he will be fighting Mr. Roger Nighthawk, who put up an equally good fight here against Mr. Robin the Mischievous here. However, only one of these here men will continue to go forward in this here dumpster division. The other one will be eliminated like Mr. Benny 9 eliminated Mr. Hack in the last match here. Here comes Mr. Nighthawk, our janitor Roger, who has some talent, so Mr. Banks signed him up here. Mr. Nighthawk, or as we call him Roger, but I suppose I should call him by his in-ring name, Mr. Nighthawk, making his way to this here ring here. Only one of these here men will continue on in this here tournament after this match here. Mr. Nighthawk coming down here. The fans seem to like him. This is his second appearance here. Now, Mr. Nighthawk's a young-looking fella here, but don't let that fool you. I've seen this man fight. He is definitely a contender here for this Dumpster King title. However, Mr. Wheeler is also. I don't know who I would choose between the two here, to be honest here. So we shall see as Peterson gets in the bell and rings this here bell, which one of these two here will be victorious here. They're locking up here. Mr. Nighthawk pushing Mr. Wheeler into the corner here. Peterson's going to have to interject himself here. Although, let's see. They're locking up again here. Now, Peterson may have to interject again, but let's see what happens here. Maybe they're backing up on their own here. Mr. Nighthawk gets... Never mind, Mr. Wheeler flipped that shit on him like a pancake here. However, Roger didn't like it and whacked him upside his head there. Mr. Wheeler goes for a kick there. However, he outmaneuvers Mr. Nighthawk here, knocking him there upside his head there. Mr. Wheeler here, I'd say, has more experience than Mr. Nighthawk, as this is only Mr. Nighthawk's second match, but he's been training hard. This kid's definitely got the heart here to be a great performer here. But I would say Mr. Wheeler's a little more experienced. Now, Mr. Wheeler's slamming Mr. Rogers' head there onto the side of that there table. I don't know when we're going to get ourselves some extra language announcers of some such here. Mr. Wheeler just assaulting Mr. Rogers, slamming his head into the side of that ring there. Roger, Mr. Nighthawk might be in trouble. I gotta start calling him Mr. Nighthawk. That is his in-ring name. I apologize. I just know him. And this is his second fight here. Mr. Nighthawk getting in the ring here of Mr. Wheeler trying to put a stop to his plans. However, Mr. Nighthawk here reverses it. However, Mr. Wheeler, I can't tell who's winning these here matches anymore. There's action happening way too fast for my speech here. Y'all know how I talk. I don't talk very fast here. Alright, I need some tap water here. Wheeler showboating. He should be focusing on his opponent here. This here tournament's serious business. And see, you showboat and things like that happen here, Mr. Wheeler. Mr. Nighthawk eyeballing Mr. Wheeler here. Mr. Wheeler got... You are bleeding, sir. That floor is mighty hard here. Mr. Nighthawk here almost put Mr. Wheeler out of commission here, dropping his head, making him bleed all over that floor there. Good thing it wasn't the carpet, or you'd be getting a fine from Mr. Banks about now here, who's probably in an extra pissed mood that he got eliminated from his own tournament here, because Mr. Benny Nan effed up his knee here. Mr. Nighthawk slamming Mr. Wheeler's head into the side of the ring there. Picking him up and going for some sort of maneuvers. Peterson does like, oh my soul. Did he clip the end of them there gold stairs? Oh, yes he did. Nighthawk not showing Mr. Wheeler any mercy. Now, sir, you're doing good so far. If you want to win this match, you got to quit that showboating now. Mr. Wheeler showing him he's a veteran, though, and that he can hang with this kid. Or does he? Mr. Nighthawk grabbing him and slamming him upside his head there. Nighthawk got Mr. Wheeler by the head here. Is he going to slam him in the side there? He take too long and Mr. Wheeler get out of it here. However, Mr. Nighthawk overpowers Mr. Wheeler and just wails on his face there. Mr. Wheeler, you better see Ralph after this, because you getting your ass kicked, son. This has been all Mr. Nighthawk dominating you here. You better step up your game or you going to be out of this here. I don't know how much more punishment Mr. Wheeler can take here. He better start getting on the offensive here, because if you don't, sir, and I see you got Mr. Nighthawk up now, but if you can't keep this here going, I don't know if you're going to be able to hang in this here match much longer here, after how Mr. Nighthawk's been brutalizing you. Slamming so many headshot after headshot. However, Nighthawk, you gotta not showboat, kid. You gotta finish the job here and secure your place. You could showboat after you win here. Nighthawk, now see, Mr. Wheeler's a veteran here and you done effed up here. However, Mr. Nighthawk overpowers whatever type of finisher he was trying to go for there. Mr. Wheeler finally getting the offensive, picking Nighthawk up and doing some sort of kind of shoulder buster to his head there. Now, Mr. Wheeler, you better focus on your opponent. This little kid's been whooping your ass the whole time here. Mr. Nighthawk might be in trouble here, because this move here hurts and can slow you down here. Nighthawk in trouble now. Maybe Mr. Wheeler's playing the long game with him, as me and Showman like to call it. However, I don't think so. I think Mr. Wheeler's in serious trouble here, because Mr. Nighthawk has been on fire this entire match here. However, that was a very, very bad decision on your half, Mr. Nighthawk. He doesn't even get a 1 count. This kid is tough here. Mr. Nighthawk is just, I'm sorry, he's just dominating this match. I have to call it how I see it. Mr. Wheeler, you are in trouble, sir. Mr. Nighthawk comes out here with the victory after dominating Mr. Wheeler the whole time here. Wheeler must have underestimated this kid, because he heard he was a janitor and decided to take it easy on him or some such, but that was his mistake here, because Mr. Nighthawk is no effing pushover, as I have said. Everyone thinks just because he works part-time as the janitor here, that this kid doesn't have what it takes to be in this here ring. Well, Mr. Wheeler, Mr. Roger Nighthawk here just proved your ass wrong here. Mr. Nighthawk with his first victory ever in this here wrestling ring here. Congratulations here, sir. Now clean up your mess. Ha 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 ha. I am your host, Mr. Richard Long, and we will be back here with our main event after these here messages here.
Listen and hear the words of your Supreme Sovereign, Rob Banks. Listen up, you uneducated, smelly primates. I'm only going to explain this one time. You all know you smell like the inside of an aftermath dumpster fire with rotten eggs mixed in. Now, every time you people show up to my arena and in my presence, your awful hygienic smell interferes with my wrestling skills and abilities. And it makes me have to work harder than I should. So, I've come up with a solution to the problem. I am now offering the Supreme Sovereign's Special Blend Body Wash and Shampoo. You can find it at your nearest grocery stores, and in your newspapers there will be Bank Bucks coupons to save 50 cents per bottle. I will also be dropping Banks Bucks at the arena. Please feel free to pick them up off of my floor and utilize them, and go to your nearest store and buy yourself the Supreme Sovereign Special Blend Shampoo and Body Wash. So I have spoke it, so it shall be done. Go to the store, buy the body wash, take a shower. The Supreme Sovereign has spoken.
Welcome to our main event of this here Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition. Here we have Mr. Blackjack, a former Banks regime member and currently signed here to WWE Wrestling, a legend here in the ring. This man here is a killer and he sells some killer ice cream, so you definitely need to try some of his ice cream here. He has all kinds of different flavors. Mr. Blackjack here is very well known for his ice cream here. Mr. Blackjack is fighting Mr. Shaw Winners here, and I couldn't think of a better match here for this here main event here, as both of these men have shown they are very dangerous here. Now, Mr. Blackjack is a veteran, and this here is a veteran versus a rookie, and this is a universal elimination falls count anywhere match here. So Peterson getting this here ring once Mr. Shaw Winners gets out here and call it straight down the middle, sir. Mr. Shaw Winners coming out here, put on an impressive display, dispatching Mr. Blake Wheeler last time we saw him here. Absorbing the energy from the crowd. He appears to be starting to be a crowd favorite here. However, Mr. Blackjack is also a crowd favorite since he switched sides, so to say, here and started changing his tune a little bit here. Mr. Shaw making his way down the ring here as the fans are jumping and cheering for him here. Now, this match, I don't know who's going to win this one here. This one could go either way. There's so many factors in favor of both of these here men in the ring here. Mr. Shaw absorbing the applause he gets from these here fans as the energy enters his body here. Mr. Winners looking at his fans in approval here. Alright, Peterson, get in this here ring and let's get this going here. Mr. Blackjack is ready here. Mr. Winners is ready here. Peterson green lights the bell here. And Blackjack and Mr. Winners locking up here in that corner, trying to see which one's stronger. I sense Mr. Peterson's going to have to interrupt this here again here. Peterson interrupts it, however, Mr. Blackjack's getting his arm twisted, and that's his weak arm to my understanding here. However, I know both of these here men are not going to want to be defeated in this here match. Defeat means you are eliminated from this here bracket, division, whatever you want to call it here. Peterson separates them again here. Mr. Blackjack pushes Mr. Winners in the corner here. They're both sizing each other up here. Mr. Blackjack getting a cheap shot in. Mr. Winners tried to go for a punch, but Mr. Blackjack went for a gut kick here. However, Mr. Winners overpowers Mr. Blackjack, but walks right into Mr. Blackjack's fist. However, Mr. Winners is like, I could play that too. However, Blackjack overpowers him, and Lord have mercy, this action happened so fast. Blackjack might be old, but that man moves like lightning here. He getting hit Mr. Winners in a sharpshooter right off the bat here. Mr. Blackjack going for some sort of maneuver, but Mr. Winners slides out of it here. Mr. Blackjack flips Mr. Winners up over and kicks him upside the head there. However, Mr. Winners quickly reverses it on him and plants his foot right into Mr. Blackjack's face there. But Mr. Blackjack has enough of that here and flipped it around here. Blackjack going for a side slam drop kick of some sort there. Mr. Blackjack elbows striking Mr. Winners in his glutes there. I believe the left one, the left cheek there. Mr. Winners hitting him and going for a kick, but Mr. Blackjack sidesteps him. Although he walks right back into a kick to the face there. As Mr. Winners starts working on Mr. Blackjack's knee how. Mr. Blackjack tries to get up but falls back down and meets the backside of Mr. Winners' shoe there. Mr. Winners got him up, and it's looking like Mr. Blackjack might be in trouble here as Mr. Winners introduces him to his spinny kick maneuver. However, that just pissed Mr. Blackjack off here. However, Mr. Winners is capitalizing on his anger and just overpowering Mr. Blackjack here. Now, Mr. Blackjack, you might be in trouble here if you get superplexed on that wooden floor out there. That shit is hard. Oh my soul, they had to hurt both of them. Lord have mercy. Somebody get Ralph out here. Someone gonna need a proctology exam after this here match is over. Mr. Blackjack somehow manages to kick out of that there. Lord have mercy. Mr. Blackjack thrown into the ring by Mr. Winners here. Mr. Winners tries to capitalize on the damage. However, Blackjack must be playing mind games with them here as he just deep sixes them, but isn't enough to put the young pup down here. Peterson taking his sweet time counting there. Mr. Blackjack looks frustrated here, and I'd be too, because that was a bad call by Mr. Peterson there. Blackjack showboating a bit, going for a leg drop upside Mr. Winner's head there. What are you doing, Mr. Blackjack? Oh my soul. Mr. Blackjack seems to want to make this here a street fight, going over for crowd support or something. Mr. Winner's up, dazed and confused. Now you should have... Mr. Blackjack, what do you mean you walking off here? I think you playing mind games with Mr. Winners here. Mr. Blackjack knocks his ass over the railing here. Mr. Blackjack goes for an elbow strike, but he misses as Mr. Winners counters it here. Both men just hitting each other. Mostly Mr. Winners hitting Blackjack here. Oh, they going over to the weapons here. Mr. Winners got Mr. Blackjack and he throws him right into the trash can now. Mr. Blackjack, you might be in trouble here. Oh my soul, he busted the table and he didn't even slam him through it. Lord have mercy, that's gotta be it here. Mr. Blackjack, defying the odds, kicks out of it. They broke the table here and he didn't even put him through it here. Mr. Blackjack kicking Mr. Blackjack, or Mr. Winners here. I can't talk, I'm just so flabbergasted by this here action here. Where's my tap water at? Both of these here men are looking like they're getting tired and hurt here. One of them's about to give here soon. However, Mr. Blackjack counters it, knocks his ass to the ground, and oh my soul, that's pure concrete right there, ladies and gentlemen. This brand new concrete from this here ring. Mr. Blackjack just deep six him on the end of that there kendo stick. Isn't enough to put Mr. Winners away here. Mr. Winners, you put up a hell of a fight, sir, but at the end of the day, Mr. Blackjack walks away here victorious. Mr. Winners, you have been eliminated from the Universal Division. Unfortunately, despite your fine performance, we look forward to seeing you in more matches. Now, that crazy superplex had to hurt both men right off the bat of this here match here. Mr. Winners was trying to end it early, taking out Mr. Blackjack there, but he only got like a 2.5 there. Then Mr. Blackjack deep sixed him there, trying to defeat him early here. Then this here match got all crazy and went outside. They busted a table without putting a man through it here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed our Sausage Party Sword Fight Extended Edition as much as Mr. Blackjack here did. Look how happy he looked. Make sure you check out his ice cream truck on the way out the store here and get yourself some flavor in here. I am Mr. Richard Long, and we shall see you next week here. I am out here.